what's up, guys? Cody Knott back again with another NASRA 360 episode. This week we're covering Nashville's Super Speedway. With me, I have Ted Wade, third place, and Tyler Dittmer back for the third week in a row. This time doing it in the winner's spot. Unfortunately, Keith Haney is not here with us. He was the second place driver. Hopefully, I can get in some words with him tomorrow. Plan on touching bases with Huck Wigington to talk about Starbase Comics, as they were the primary sponsor for the Nashville Super Speedway. So let's go ahead and open up with some questions. Start with you, Ted. Talk about coming into the race and how you felt coming into it.
I felt pretty good coming off of it. We ran Tuesday night, and then when I showed up in practice Friday, the track completely changed, and it drove me nuts. It took me an entire practice session just pretty much figure out how to get back around it again.
All right, Tyler, let's rotate to you. Talk about coming into the race and how you felt it.
Back-to-back third-place finishes. Momentum feels good, but a track that I didn't have till the day of, and just kind of wanted to get into practice laps, and kind of struggled to start, but then found a lot of speed on my last little qualifying run I did. Practice run, went top of the board in practice, so I felt pretty decent, but also that's a one-lap hot lap, so you didn't really know what to think.
Yeah, I struggled big time. I was only able to muster up a 17th, but I struggled. All right, so let's roll straight into. So tell me what you were feeling after stage one and where you finished in stage one.
Stage one was fine. I was kind of disappointed with the caution halfway through because I thought I had something for Brady at the end. I feel like him and I kind of pulled away a little bit from the...
Oh, he dropped out. Well, let's go ahead and roll on to you. How did you feel after stage one? Hopefully he jumps back in here.
I didn't feel too bad there after stage one. Just trying to, like I said earlier with before the race, just trying to get a feel for the place. But it's so hard to pass that you wanted to get out front. But overall, the truck did feel pretty good.
Cool. Tyler, you back?
Sorry, yeah, Discord decided to, update or something.
Yeah, you're good.
That was weird as hell. My apologies, gentlemen.
You're good. All right, let's go ahead and get you loaded back on. All right, go ahead and finish what you're saying. You're talking about stage one and where you finished.
Yeah, Brady was fast. I thought I had some for him at the end, but caution kind of split us up. And then obviously, I think leader on the restarts and the starts just had such a big advantage that you couldn't really catch them quickly, but you could run them down over the long term. So just kind of had to just run there, and I was pretty content to finish second. Get a bunch of points, and that was just kind of the strategy, and go in and get 4 fresh tires.
Yeah. Okay, so let's roll straight into where'd you finish in stage two, and how were you feeling after experiencing the first laps with tire wear and everything?
Won the second stage, which was good. Started with the contact again there, Ted. I don't know why the truck just bound up for some reason. I feel like probably we're going for the same real estate too. I watched the replay a bunch of times, and I slightly went up, and I looked like you were trying to get a good run off and hold me down there, and I felt bad, but I was glad you didn't actually wreck and was still able to run. But yeah, just another case of that caution and then restarting up front. After that, I think when Doucette kind of forced Brady and Wade into a battle, I kind of was able to just pull away and didn't have to worry about the rest of stage two, just kind of relaxed up front. So that was good. But yeah, just trying to set myself up for stage three.
Cool. Ted, let's roll straight into you. Tell me how you felt after stage two, and what was your strategy with those tire wear?
Yeah, it felt a little worse after stage two there. I think I ran a little too hard at the beginning. I think I finished 5th, if I'm right. And going into that final stage here, I was going to try to run a little easier. I tried to change my lines up, just try to burn the right rear up more than the right front. And I thought after maybe pit stops there I'd have something. I think I pitted a few laps sooner there than Tyler did. But you could run people down, but you could not get around them once you got to them.
Yeah. So let's roll straight into the next question. Let's talk about the green flag stop. What was your strategy on that green flag stop?
I just tried to get a smooth pit stop, man. You had to come off turn 4 perfect, get on pit road without speeding. Just hoping I didn't make no mistakes, and these guys would, but they did.
Yeah. All right, Tyler, let's roll straight into you. What was your strategy on the green flag stop, and how are you managing those tires to be cycled back into the lead again?
Once I got to a point where I knew I could make it on fuel, I was like, I didn't really care as much about the tires. I knew I was in the window. But the strategy was to pit before anyone in the top 5 pit. That was just the goal. Be the first one down pit road out of the top 5. Knew I would probably cycle out to the lead as long as I didn't speed or make a mistake or have a really slow entrance and exit. And then obviously making sure that I followed all the rules going down pit road, staying to the right. I know a couple of guys didn't. And that might be like a point of contention this week. We might have to clarify that again, but like making sure I did everything correct by the books. I know I've been screwed by people doing shady stuff on pit road in the past. So, but yeah, just making sure I got down pit road before the top 5 was the main goal, and I did. So it allowed me to cycle out front.
Awesome. Okay, so what is the strategy going into this tricky road course for these stock trucks at Sonoma?
I don't have one. Again, another track I don't own or I haven't run on. I might have just bought it when I bought everything else. I've watched a couple YouTube videos from races, but they're all open setups. Most people didn't run the fixed when the trucks were there earlier this year in iRacing season schedule. But it's just going to be, I think, throttle control, managing tires, and just staying on track. It's a huge thing, I think, with the road courses in our league. You can stay on track and run smooth and, one, not get yourself DQ'd with incident points or penalized. I think you have a good chance to win, or at least compete in the top 10. Obviously, guys like Ted and Keith are going to be up front. They're some of the fastest guys on the road courses. Mike's pretty quick on the road courses too, but for me, I'm not a road course guy. So it's just going to be kind of smooth riding and just making sure I keep myself clean.
True. I actually just bought it yesterday too. Also, I believe we are going into the DQ limit as not having one for this week, just so you're tracking. So let's roll straight into Ted. Ted, tell me, what's your strategy going into this road course over at Sonoma?
Survival. Man, I just don't know what everybody's going to do. That's my biggest worry, is going to be going into turn 1 with God knows how many trucks we're going to have Friday night, and just hopefully everybody manages and get it spread out. Hopefully we get spread out. Like, I know you guys said you haven't ran it, man. Tire management's huge. If it's hot, it's going to be a mess. You baby the throttle pretty much on every corner exit, or you'll end up spinning out. So stay on track. Just work your way through people. Don't push it. You'll get around them.
True. All right, so let's go ahead and put this with the close. Actually, we got Brady here. Brady, awesome. Let's roll straight into you. Brady, if you want to, can you go ahead and talk about the plans with the league? Give us some insight on what type of series are coming up and what's the expectations.
Sure. Thanks for having me on. So Monday nights we're gonna start a Next Gen Cup series. Tuesday night we're going into week 5. That kind of follows the Friday night series schedule. You can buy in for that. You don't have to necessarily be full time. You actually get 13 drop weeks out of 21, which is pretty crazy. So it's not really demanding that you have to run the whole series. They're taking the best 7 races, so it's pretty cool. It's the first time we ever did something like that, so we figured we'd give it a try. Wednesday is actually championship week for the Orca series, and once that's completed this week, we'll start looking at season 2. Try to get a second season in before the year's over. Thursday night, August 18th, we're going to be starting the Xfinity series. A lot of guys, I believe we're up to 28 guys on the entry list for Xfinity, so we're pretty excited about that. Friday night is the Triple M Pull-In Truck Series. Registration's actually closed for that. We got 50 guys on the entries list, so I don't think we can take any more. Yes, there's 50 guys that I have marked down. Saturday, we're going to try... I'm trying my hardest to get a Super Speedway series at NASRA, so Saturday we're going to mark that as the night for that. And Sunday, there's going to be a little bit of news coming out. I got to keep it a secret for right now. We were going to do a second Super Speedway, but that's changing as of this week. There's a lot of things that's happening in NASRA, and we're excited. But Sunday is going to be different, but I can't really say anything just yet.
Yeah, you're good. I know that secret, but you're good. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and bring this to a close. Ted, let's go ahead and roll into you as a third place driver. Go ahead and give a shout out to anyone that makes this happen for you.
Oh man, just everybody over at Over the Top Designs, Dan's Top Notch Heating Cooling, Bruzy Racewear, John Hedrick. He's been a big help in all this. My teammates at up front, Keith Bradley, Chris Sitteman, and Jason Morales, the off the board this year. Try and work together with everybody here and do good this season.
Awesome. All right, Tyler, let's go ahead and roll in you. The winner of Nashville Super Speedway. Go ahead and give a huge shout out. Everyone that makes this happen for you, man.
Yeah, my family for supporting me, fiance, my whole family, my dad, my mom, very supportive of this, what I do. North Central Racing Club teammates there, Dana, Jacob, and Jose, really good guys, and I'm trying to bring them up with me, and trying to help them improve and show it at Martinsville. Hopefully we can go back and have another week like we had in Martinsville a couple weeks ago. Obviously, then also Hoop Ties Garage for the team sponsor. And then also Lizardworks Racing, Luke Hobbies. They were at Straight Line Showdown RC Drag Race in Wisconsin this past week and did pretty well in the Outlaw division there, so pretty proud of them. Starbase Comics, always sponsoring the race that I won. Awesome. I appreciate them for hopping on. Sad I couldn't get that Pulse Poppers Pole Award, but I'll try again next week. Well, maybe not Sonoma, but maybe at Darlington. I'll be competitive. But yeah, just everyone makes this happen. Triple M Pulling, Butt Kicker, NASRA 360, Cody, you, and Brady, obviously the boss man. You guys do a lot, and I appreciate everything you guys do for us. And looking forward to hopefully being on here as much as I can. Keep running up front, and yeah, thanks everyone.
All right, with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and bring this episode to a close. This was coverage of NASRA Super Speedway. Stay tuned as we roll into the Sonoma tricky road course. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of drama, ups and downs, and we'll see it out coming next week. Thanks, everyone, for showing up, watching the videos. Stay tuned. We're going to have a Starbase Comics interview with Huck Wigington, and hopefully we can get together with Keith Haney as he's the second place driver. Would like to get him some words in. So go ahead and stay tuned to that. Thank you guys for showing up. Peace out. Okay. What's up, guys? Cody Knott back again, just with another short segment of NASRA 360 to discuss our driver that represents our Nashville Super Speedway sponsor. I'm here with Huck Wigington, driver of the 00 for Starbase Comics. So I'm going to go ahead and let's get into these questionnaires. So Huck, how's it feel driving in the league? We've had some pretty consistent talent, a lot of people running up front. We're going to start branching out so we don't get the same faces over and over and over again. So let's go ahead. Tell me how you felt coming into the race. Don't forget to push the talk button.
Overwhelmed. I coming back into sim racing was just an experience in and of itself. I took quite a long break and got lucky. Found Brady. Brady found me. We'll just say he got lucky, and he allowed me in, allowed me to race with you guys, and I'm learning all over again. Maybe not from ground zero, but I'm learning. So, yep, but it's been great. It's been fun, and making some steps forward. Everything so far has been coming together, except my administrative part of my races. I seem to know how to slam my own head in the car door.
You'll get used to it. All right, so I'm going to treat you like any other driver. I'm going to go ahead and just ask you the same questions I asked him, which is not out yet. It'll be out probably tomorrow after I do some editing. So let's go ahead. Talk about coming into the race and how you felt after week 3 at Martinsville.
Martinsville was another one that I kind of screwed myself up on. I think I passed the pace car coming out of the pits, trying not to go a lap down. And Buddy, we just don't wreck enough. I know that doesn't make sense to some, but if you get a lap down with NASRA, you're probably either going to have to race your way back or it's going to have to come back another way. The lucky dogs just don't come.
Oh, yeah.
But I really liked it. I felt pretty good there. I'm still not fast enough in some of my qual sessions to get up in the middle of all that, and track position is everything with this league.
For sure. Okay, so tell me at the Nashville Super Speedway how you were feeling after stage 1.
Yeah, I had wrecked in qualifying, and come to find out I didn't have my Fana Labs software on, so I was running around with a naked wheel basically and could not figure out what was going on. Figured it out after the race, but I wrecked, so I was back there and I really didn't get to go anywhere, but I was okay after stage 1. Everybody did a pretty good job. I think we had one caution with CJ, one of the new guys.
Yeah, first stage.
And I ended up getting clipped in it, and that was kind of what I did the rest of the time. It clipped my front left, and I noticed every time I dipped in, I was shoving a lot worse. So that's what I was kind of fighting, trying to figure out how to redrive.
So after so many amount of laps, and you had to be able to practice on that tire wear and what lines to take, how were you feeling after stage 2?
Much better. I kind of figured out where I needed to be with the truck as far as what it was going to do now with the damage. My tire wear was good, and then it was all about trying to earn some track position. So I stayed out. I think after stage 2 is when I ended up shooting myself in the foot again by jumping the restart.
Yeah, tell me about that when you were sitting out in front and how you felt with all those guys asking you what was going through your head with sitting on with the old tires.
You know, they didn't even have to ask because I knew they were gonna, because I know how this works here. Because inevitably someone, I think Detmer is always the one that asks, but which that's fine. And so I just volunteered it. I just want everybody to know I'm on old tires. Like I said, I'm not going to fight you for it. But the way I thought was, I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to race the top line. I'm going to race it as hard as I can on old tires. It's their job to get under me clean. If they don't, and the field piles up, then I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, which was try to level out my tires. But all that was for naught because I jumped the restart.
Very true. Okay, so let's go ahead. Tell me what your plans is going into this tricky Sonoma.
Stay on the track. Period. It's been that way since I've been racing in the Pirates NASCAR 2003. That was always the game plan. Unless you're like some of these, and we got some really quick guys, and their plan can be win the damn race. Mine is stay on the track.
Yeah, I've already admitted to those guys. My goal is no matter how many laps I'm down, finish the race before anybody else finishes it, because I guarantee there's going to be several more people that are laps down.
Don't be the first one in the kitty litter, and you'll probably be all right.
Exactly. Okay, so this is the other segment that we're coming into. So, hey, go ahead and let's talk to us about Starbase Comics.
Yeah, Judd, he's the owner-operator there. I met him a long time ago. As you can see, I may like some of that stuff. I don't know. This is all, I'm keeping it for a friend, is what I tell people.
Oh, yeah.
But I just met him, and we hit it off pretty well. And we were at a local con, and he said something about it, like, what is that kind of racing you're doing? And we struck up a little talk, and he found out that he could sponsor it, and found out, how it helped us, how it helped me, how it helped the guys. And he was just in 100%. So
go ahead and tell us about their business, what they sell, what kind of merchandise they push, and what kind of people they try to bring in.
Comic books. They do all the collectibles. We're talking from the 70s, 60s, 80s, G.I. Joes, Star Wars. If it was collectible and it was kind of a toy or kind of into the nerdy aspect of life, they have it, and they have tons of it. But they also do some stuff online too, and they're very, very giving to their community in Franklin, Tennessee. He's just, like I said before, he's just an all-around good guy, and he likes. Man, I've seen anybody and everybody come into that shop. It's probably one of the friendliest, other than the NRA convention that I went to, it's probably the most friendliest and most at home you can feel around genuine people.
Go ahead, and what are they doing for the NASRA League, and what is the expectations for those that are going to win that Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, so he sponsors me, obviously, and then he stepped up a couple of weeks ago. I just kind of asked him. I wasn't really pushing it if he wanted to sponsor the Rookie of the Year. We didn't have a trophy at the time, and I know we're trying to change some things around. So he was all in when I told him, especially his name was going to be on it. So yeah, he ponied up some money for the award and for the trophy. For me, I think he like anybody else that's paying for this. I think he likes seeing his truck up front or his stuff up front, especially during the broadcast. So it's really, the pressure's on me, and we already discussed it, and I told him things would change, but I don't think he's not gonna Kyle Busch me and cut my legs out from underneath me. He's just having fun with it right now.
What did you think about the Rookie of the Year logo cycling through on the NASRA 360 last week when I did it on the highlights?
Yep. So he was out of town. He had some things going on, but I made sure that he saw it, and yeah, he was as much as you can get glee and emotion out of text. That's kind of what I got out of it. It was kind of a family emergency, and he was really down that he was going to kind of miss some of it, but yeah, he got to see it. He was extremely happy. I actually have this. He actually sent me this in case I ever did. Ever did an interview, so don't worry, he's into plugs. He still has a business. This isn't all just for fun. But I have another shirt that I actually designed that's coming to me, so we'll do it again one of these days.
Awesome, yeah, for sure. So let's go ahead, let's close this out. How you feeling based off of everything that you've been sitting with in NASRA so far, all the guys? Let's go ahead and give huge shout out to whoever makes this happen for you and what your plans are moving forward.
Well, obviously Starbase, Brady, of course, with NASRA. He just I don't see how he does it sometimes. I really don't. Mike and the Triple M, he's a good guy, and it's even better to race with some of the guys that help sponsor with the Pulse Poppers and things like that. Those guys.
Yeah, that one's me.
Yep, I appreciate it. I actually ordered some of those lures, so there you go. You're welcome.
Awesome.
And Racecraft, I guess I can say this here. You can edit it out, but I like them a lot better than LSR TV.
Nah, you're good. You can leave it. I'll leave it there, man. It's okay.
Not taking anything away from those guys, but I do. Okay, and that's just the way it is. And then what's the one that goes under your seat? What's that called?
Butt kicker.
The butt kicker. How could I forget that? Yeah, that was new to me, like what it was. So I don't know if I want one of those.
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll kind of say it here, but so Butt Kicker is one of my primary sponsors, and we're actually giving up one of the new units. We usually do 17th place, the first person that finishes just outside of the playoffs at the end of the season. So we're trying to work something out, me and Brady, determine how we want to do that, but we currently only have, I don't know about Brady if he's managed to get more, but currently we have one unit up.
Well, if you're going to give it away.
Yeah, for sure. That's what it's for. It's for the fun of the sport.
I'll throw one under this chair, and we'll just see how I feel about it.
All right,
if I forgot anybody, remind me. You can edit it out, reminding me, and then we can.
Yeah,
you're good.
You're good. You can practice for the next time we do this. I'm pretty sure we'll have you on. Plan on hopping on to some full team interviews. So I'm pretty sure we're going to cycle through the teams here shortly. You're on Redline, correct?
I'm on Redline. As far as going through to the end of the season, I'm just going to try to get better. My plan was to win the Rookie of the Year, so I don't have to pay shipping and handling since it's here.
That's good.
But that way I don't look like the old guy that's just, I'm competitive, probably too competitive for some of this because I'm getting really, really frustrated too quick.
Yeah.
But I have a good attitude towards this, I think. I don't scream, I don't yell, I don't holler at anybody.
For sure.
It's coming a few times, but that's okay. Because I noticed one thing, after everybody does the radioactive spiel during the race, it takes about a day, and everybody's buddying up again, or at least tolerant of each other again, and that is almost what I like more than the competition.
That's good. All right, man. So I appreciate you for coming out yet again. Thank you guys for Starbase Comics for sponsoring the Rookie of the Year, throwing up some dough for some people to compete towards. I think there's only like 7 or 8 people total that are competing for it, but that's still pretty good. Thank you guys again. Please, everybody, stay tuned for the next week after we struggle in this tricky Sonoma track. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. This has been NASRA 360, and peace out.